I'm a show-me-the-science type of doctor, and everything I'm sharing with you today is backed up by solid science. When I was putting together my own health plan, I was fortunate to have input from some of the world's top scientists. In fact, this next bit of information won the Nobel Prize. Let me begin with a quiz. What do you think is the largest hormone-producing organ in your body? A, your pancreas, B, your thyroid gland, C, your adrenal gland, or D, your endothelium, the thin layer of cells that covers the lining of your arteries and blood vessels. If you answer D, endothelium, you're correct. If you were to open up all the blood vessels in your body and lay them out flat, they would cover a surface area larger than a tennis court. And I believe the most exciting medical discovery of healthy aging in the past decade is that the lining of your blood vessels, your endothelium, functions as your body's own internal pharmacy. If you're searching for the fountain of youth, it's right there inside your blood vessels. I believe that having a healthy endothelium is the #1 key to healthy aging. So go easy on your endothelium. The reason it's so important is because once upon a time, doctors thought blood vessels were like a rubber hose. Blood comes in one end, goes out the other to nourish your tissues, and nothing happens to the blood along the way. Not true. The billions of cells that line your arteries and form the endothelium don't just sit there. They do something. As I said, the endothelium is your personal pharmacy, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, making medicines, custom made just for you. But you have to take care of it. The best way to do that is to keep what I call sticky stuff out of your body. Sticky stuff is the bad stuff you put into your body, such as foods that are high in sweeteners and saturated fats that can start to accumulate within your body. I call this my sticky stuff theory of aging. Most of the ailments of aging are caused by sticky stuff gradually accumulating in your tissues, especially in the brain, heart, skin, and joints. Let's take a look at 2 blood vessels, or 2 internal pharmacies, using my sticky stuff analogy. One primetime pharmacy is closed, the other is open. Notice our primetime husband who sits too much and eats too much of the wrong foods. When he puts sticky stuff in his mouth, he gets sticky stuff in his arteries, and several bad things start to happen. The first thing that happens, the level of sticky stuff goes up in his blood. Blood cells stick together and form clots. Sticky stuff accumulates over the medicine bottles in his endothelial pharmacy, so they can't open. The arteries become narrower. So this prime-timer's pharmacy is closed, and his prime time is destined for the 3 Ds: disability, disease, and doctors. But notice what's going on in our prime-timer who moves more and eats more seafood, fruits, and vegetables and whole grains. Less sticky stuff goes in her mouth, so less sticky stuff accumulates on her blood cells, and her blood flows more freely. This allows her endothelial pharmacy to dispense the right medicines at the right time in the right dosage, and the arteries themselves are wider and more flexible. Her endothelial pharmacy stays open, which leads to a longer and healthier life. Now you're probably wondering, what exactly is in those millions of microscopic medicine bottles? There are natural medicines that lower the highs, such as high blood pressure and high cholesterol. The endothelium even dispenses medicines to keep your blood from getting too sticky so it doesn't form dangerous clots. It also makes medicines called anti-inflammatories that keep the lining of your arteries smooth like Teflon instead of sticky like Velcro. Your pharmacy within also dispenses natural repair substances, sort of like a self-maintenance crew on a well-traveled highway. This giant pharmacy also dispenses antioxidants, your body's natural anti-aging medicines. There are 3 keys to keeping your endothelium smooth and not sticky, things I'll cover in greater depth in a few minutes. 1, eat more fruits, vegetables, seafood, and whole grains. 2, take the right nutritional supplement that gives you a wide variety of anti-sticky stuff antioxidants. And 3, what I'm going to talk about next.